What's up, everyone? My name is Morcie, and if you're new to this channel, I help others have a shift in consciousness and heal themselves. And today is another video, a part of the Watch This When series, a series of short videos that are meant for you to come back to after you experience something specific. And you might want to know how to approach it, how to handle it, or after you feel a certain way and you don't know how to approach it, you don't know how to respond to it. This is what this series is for, and all of my other videos, but this one specifically. All right, anyways, today's video is all about racing thoughts at night, overthinking at night, not being able to fall asleep. You see, let's think about first why we're overthinking, right? Well, these thoughts are racing in the mind because one, we're giving the thoughts attention and we're trying to solve a problem that the mind has created. And we want to find the solution so bad that we're just there, paying attention to the thought and unconsciously, right? We're not placing space between thought, because if we were placing space between thought, then those thoughts would fade away. But because we're giving these thoughts our own unconscious attention, they keep racing. We're keeping them alive, and new ideas pop up here and there. New scenarios pop up here and there. But the present moment, that's not actually what's happening in the present moment. What's happening in the present moment is you're lying in bed, the lights are off, and the goal is to fall asleep, right? The goal is to fall asleep, but this is what the present moment is, objectively, without the goal. You're lying in bed, and that's it. You're lying in bed. That's the present moment, okay? So when those things happen, when you recognize, like, whoa, the mind's trying to solve a problem, because when we're overthinking, we don't even realize that the mind's trying to solve a problem. We're just in it. We're in the story and we're trying to figure everything out, but we're not at this vantage point. We're not at this state of consciousness. We're not at this level of awareness. We're at this vantage point where we can notice, look at these thoughts trying to solve a problem. The moment you choose to bring in space, right? And notice all of those, you notice that you're trying to solve a problem, you can step back and say, you know what? Instead of doing this, I want to agree with the present moment. I want to agree with the fact that I'm just lying here and this problem can be solved at another time. It's also, too, what comes along with it is a feeling of frustration. Listen, you know when you're breaking free from this chain of thinking, from flowing into this stream of thought, when you're not frustrated at the fact that you're overthinking. You're more of just like, oh, there I go, I'm gonna bring myself back. So when you feel the sense of frustration from one, overthinking, or even the frustration of, that is a plane, or even the frustration of needing to wake up in the morning, worrying about whether you'll be awake enough or whether you had enough sleep that night. You know, these are the feelings, these are the thoughts that cause the feelings, and eventually the feelings that cause certain thoughts. It's all a matter of awareness. This practice is continuous, okay? So the goal, right? The goal, the intention for when you find yourself overthinking at night is honestly to release the desire to stop overthinking and agree with the present moment. I laugh at life. I laugh at the nature of reality, right? Because in order to receive what we desire, we must reduce the importance of receiving it. It's funny, and I'm sure many of you might know this, and you're like, yeah, that's manifestation, okay. But come on, let's sit back and think about life for a second. Think about the contradictions of life and how funny it is, right? Because if we just desired something and really, really wanted it and got it, then we'd all have what we wanted. If you really, really wanted to stop those racing thoughts at night, and the universe worked in the way where you got it because you really, really wanted it, well, then you would get it. But the funny part, the humorous part about life is that you got to reduce the importance. You reduce the importance by saying, you know what? This moment is most important because it's the only moment that is existing right now. The idea of how you'll feel tomorrow is not, that idea of what you would experience tomorrow, the next day, is not real, right? Because there's so many other possibilities that could exist, right? You get to choose what you want. So while in bed, right, choose to just be there, right? You know, eventually you do end up falling asleep because your mind isn't working to stop. It's not working to resist the present moment. It ends up agreeing with the present moment so that it's more effortless. And then that relaxes you. Agreeing with the present moment actually relaxes you. And you'll find that you do end up falling asleep rather than the resistance. Now, if you do have trouble falling asleep, at the very least, you'll get to experience what it's like to lie in bed, being there in the moment, feeling a sense of peace, and not having to be anywhere else but where you currently are. Not having to be anywhere else but where you currently are. What better of a place to practice something like that than in your bed, in the comfort of your bed in your home, and saying, you know what? I'm not going to worry about whether or not I get enough sleep. I'm not going to worry about what tomorrow may look like. I'll deal with that in the present moment. Everything is dealt with in the present moment, right? You deal with it in the present moment. You get out of your head. You can get into your body by feeling, right? The energy flowing through your body. Feel your toes, feel your knees, your hands, your face, feel it. Be there fully and feel like you're alive, like you're living. Get to this point of living in a sense of awe and wonder towards the nature of reality and the universe. Get to that point with yourself. Start being there and recognizing the little moments in life that matter the most. Because the big ones are, few and far in between. But the little moments, that little moment that you had with yourself, that little life lesson that you had right before you went to bed. Heck, you can even consider it preparing your subconscious for your journey ahead. That little practice of letting go, choosing not to be frustrated, choosing to be calm, is really reprogramming your subconscious to perceive your reality in a whole new light, shifting your consciousness, helping you heal yourself. Observing thoughts fade away. Peace. Silence, stillness, spaciousness. This video ended up not being as short as I thought it was, but it's okay. I hope you really benefited from the information in this video. If you want to practice more observing thought and letting and watching emotions fade away, be sure to check out my free guided meditation, link down below. My name is Morcie. If you enjoyed this video, please do click like. It really helps my channel, this channel. It really helps the videos get into the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to hit the like button and live in a state of gratitude. Until next time, peace.